Welcome to the Hip Hop Junky Radio Show, and I'm your most gracious host, Cool Time Chicka G. And the board for technical support and flying this thing with me, he is Lacho Cyrus. Together we doing this thing on 15mofe.com. Hi. Lachi, it's definitely been a trying couple of days, man. I've been having, oh gosh, only if y'all knew, I've been having beef with restaurants and stuff lately. I actually had I had two beefs earlier, no pun intended. One place they didn't even know how to fry the sausage. And did that sound funny? Yeah, yeah, right, pause. But they've been messing up, and I think a requirement to having a restaurant should be rule number one. You must know how to toast bread, okay? Like, how you gonna have a restaurant and do not know how to toast bread? I'm for real. I really get mad over that. I don't like soft bread, so the bread got to be on point, and they have not been having it on point, and so that's where the issue begins. All right. Number two, beef. Particular beef at White Castles today. All right, and I said I was going to call everybody on the moon because I believe in making calls, okay? If things ain't right, y'all will hear from me. The pen is mightier than the sword. All right, let's get to it. Once again, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. And we have the TuneIn app working tonight. Okay, all you got to do is download the TuneIn app. Once you get there, you type in 15MOFE, and you will hear me. So it's definitely a great app, okay? Now, and only now, we're going to have Netousha Monroe, the gorgeous Netousha Monroe. She actually took her time to get here earlier. I said took her time to get here early, but you know what I mean. She made preparations to get here, unlike you Johnny-come-latelys. All right? Lachi, let's go to one of her songs real quick. Piano Man? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the Piano Man by the beautiful Netousha Monroe, only on the Hip Hop Junky Radio Show, www.15mofe.com. Yeah. Okay. All right, now this particular artist, I actually met him in a hood supermarket like 3 times. Each time I met him was in the hood. And I remember both times he told me that he's a rapper. He got it, both times. And I seen the third time, and he wanted to kick a verse. So instead of him kicking a verse, I stopped him, and I said, send it to me. Send your music to me. And he did. And what's the name of the song again, like? Everything. All right. I know y'all probably can't hear him, but the song is Everything, and the artist's name is Sufficient Bars. Sufficient Bars. Sufficient Bars. The artist to watch out for on the Hip Hop Junky Radio Show, www.15mofe.com. Welcome to the Hip Hop Junky Radio Show, and this beautiful woman next to me, her name is Netousha Monroe. Welcome to the Hip Hop Junky Radio Show.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
All right, look at all diva-fied with the shade. Diva-fied, I don't know, that ain't sound right, did it?
Diva-fied? I like diva-fied. I'll be diva-fied today.
No
I'm always
doubt.
chill.
No doubt. Y'all have no clue how long it's taken me and her to finally get this interview going. I met her in a nightclub in 2012 during I don't want to say talent show, not a talent show. What was that?
Was it like a showcase?
A showcase. Thank you. A showcase. And you was a featured performer. You weren't part of the showcase. You was like,
that's right, yeah.
You were a special guest.
A little bit, yeah. Shout outs to Apex.
Yeah, what's up, Mr. Apex? Yeah, and you were killing it.
Thank you.
And that's why you're here now. All right, let's get to the first question.
All right. I'm nervous.
You're right. I don't believe you. Does your beauty get in the way of business?
No, it doesn't.
All right, well, but let me try this on another level. Does rappers, producers, or managers try to sleep with you for benefits?
Yes. Of course.
How do you deal with that?
You know what though? It doesn't happen to me too often because of how I carry myself. and who I carry myself around. You know, like I keep my circle pretty tight. And if I see that type of energy or detect it, I really just steer clear of it. So I don't have that issue too much. But yes, it's there. It's not an issue though.
Okay, so when it happens, is it guys trying to get at you, or is it the girls?
I get both. I get both.
And you know, the new trend is for girls to love girls. So I could really see that being a thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. But you know, I mean, women are beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. I'm taking it as a compliment.
Okay.
You know, doesn't mean I have to engage.
Has any of them touched you? Like, oh, Netousha, you.
No, 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 no.
That's good.
That's a good thing.
All right. You have a background in Broadway.
Yeah.
Okay. How does that impact your music? You being on Broadway.
I think honestly, it was like the training ground before I knew I was on a training ground. Cause when I got into Broadway, I didn't mean to be on Broadway. I was a little kid in Virginia, and I was always singing in class. And my teacher just happened to have a son in acting, and she called my mom in. We met. I met their manager, and then I started doing Broadway. So it just kind of happened. I think because I was always I was singing every day, all the time in my room. Like, this is what I was supposed to do. So I would say it gave me discipline. It taught me a lot of lessons at a young age that I carry into now.
Take a lot of hours to be on Broadway, huh?
Yeah, yeah. It was so fun, though.
Name some of your shows that you actually been a part of, and name your favorite too.
All right. That's easy. Well, I started with Les Mis, and then I did Christmas Carol.
Can we stop and talk about Les Mis?
Sure.
They pronounce it Les Miserables, right?
Les Miserables.
Okay, but when I look at it, it says Les Miserable.
It does,
okay,
it does.
What is that about?
Oh man, I mean, it's a show with a lot going on. There's it's a lot of sadness, so I suppose that's where they got that name from, and it's French.
Oh.
But I was pretty young. I don't think I completely grasped it.
Right.
But it was a dope show, and I was the first African American to play Cosette, to play my role. So that was dope.
Wow. Do people confuse you with being Latina? Do they come up and start speaking
Yeah.
Espanol to you?
Yo hablo español también, so I confuse them too. But but I mean, no, I'm black and white, so I guess if you look historically, it's a similar thing.
Right. Now, would you like to go on with some more of the Broadway shows you've been in?
Yeah, sure. After that, I did Christmas Carol, the year that Roger Daltrey from The Who was in it, so that was really dope.
Wow.
Yeah, that was super dope, actually. He was cool. And then, so Broadway. The next one I did was Civil War. It went to Broadway, but not with my role. But it worked out perfectly because I got my favorite show, Lion King. And that was super dope. Like, that was really dope.
I wanted to take my daughter to see Lion King one time, right, for her birthday.
Yeah.
And it was like sold out for 5 months straight.
It's a great show. It's such an amazing show.
Were they paying you for this at this time?
Yeah, I was getting paid. I've been getting money for a little while. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Would you go back?
Would I go back? No. I'm here for a reason. I'm here to progress and do more things. So it happened. That's great, but it's time to do more.
When did Netousha Monroe know that music was what she wanted to do? She wanted to pursue it and go out there and grab the bull by the horns.
Like completely no. I think since I was a little kid, besides the doubt that's happened sometimes with life, but pretty much all my life I've known.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, when it comes to Broadway, right? Now, do you honestly think that you wouldn't go back? Like, if the money was right, even though you want to pursue singing, you wouldn't go back?
Not right now. I got too many things to do with my music. Like, Broadway's cool, but, like, with anything, I don't like taking other people's orders and putting out other people's visions as much as I like putting out my own. Love putting out my own. So until I really establish myself with putting out my art and my work, I wouldn't feel comfortable going back. I will go back maybe later once I've achieved what I want to in this field.
Okay. And so would this also be a reason why you don't want to be signed to a major?
Man, I'll sign to a major if the deal's right and I have my creative control. At this point, that probably wouldn't happen. So That's the real reason with that.
Right. You were born in Virginia.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Shout outs to 757-804 VA all day.
Now, how do you end up over here from there?
Broadway.
That was the sole reason, Broadway.
Broadway. I was 10 years old, and my mother. Shout outs to her. I love her to death.
How you doing, mommy?
How you doing, mommy? Shout outs to my father as well. You know, he's the
What's
musician.
Up, Papa Dukes?
And
what do he play?
He plays the drums.
Wow, me and him would really get along.
For real?
I ain't gonna tell nobody I used to play drums. I used to tell people until I seen this little boy, 5 years old, playing Toxicity on YouTube. Are you familiar with Toxicity? This little boy killed it, and I said from this day on, I would never tell nobody that I play drums.
Yo, I mean, he's a cool guy. He's a really cool guy. He's in Jersey too.
Okay, how did you end up in Atlantic City?
That was random, man. Well, what happened was I did Broadway for a while, and you know, my parents parted ways when I was like 9th, 10th grade, high school. I'm in Jersey at the time, so Mom moved us back to VA, and then she met somebody up here, so she decided to come to Atlantic City. I stayed, and ultimately, you know, she convinced me like it'd be a good idea to come up, and I came up, and yeah. I haven't been back since like that. I just visit.
How does the music scene differ from the scene up New York, New Jersey?
Ooh, in Jersey, like you mean Atlantic City area?
Yes, in Atlantic City. Like I've never heard of any rappers, anything that come from Atlantic City. Have you?
We actually have some people that are dope on the come up in Atlantic City, yeah. But
And what about the same thing for singers?
Same thing. I think that AC is just it's a small place, and you know, it's not as big as New York, and it takes 2.5 hours to get to New York. So if you are from Atlantic City and you're really trying to do something with your music, you gotta go to New York, and that's a trek.
Mm-hmm.
You got your people; they're doing their thing out there, but you know, it takes time.
Right. What are some of the challenges of singing Broadway musicals in comparison to R&B music?
R&B music is more fun for me. Like I feel like Broadway was dope because I learned how to be disciplined. I learned that, you know, you could teach me something and I can do it. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't necessarily my soul or my heart, you know. It's just enjoyable because I'm passionate about music, period. So R&B, I would say, is easier for me in a way. It's easier because it's natural.
And I was about to say, it definitely sounds natural. Sounds like you're having fun with it.
Oh, yeah. I love it. I would go crazy if I didn't make music.
Name some of your influences in this.
Musically?
Yes.
Well, I grew up listening to a lot of, between my father and my mother, Bob Marley, Prince, Rick James, Cameo, Carole King, The Eagles, like a lot of great artists actually, like from different genres. And then when I reached my, you know, like middle school, I fell in love with hip hop. Like I heard some early 90s tracks and fell in love. So ever since then, it's been a blending of that, like just the hip hop and the old stuff and soul music and anything that makes my heart jump, I follow.
Okay. Is the music that you write based on any of your relationships, or these are things that you just come up with?
Oh, I can't curse. Yes. Yes, it is. Of course. And things I see as well.
Right. Let's talk about the indie soap opera Between Men.
Oh, yeah, that was dope. Okay.
Yeah, how did you get involved with that?
How did I get involved with that? I don't remember actually how you found out about it. Honestly, that's how this is. You know, like people just hit you up. But Quincy Morris, he made the show. He hit me up one day, I think, because I know somebody that knows him, and he had heard my music and he liked it and wanted to put it on the show. So I was like, of course. And actually, you know, I thought the show was good. So that was a good look. Shout outs to Quincy Morris and In Between Men.
All right, no doubt. Okay, I want to open up the lines here. 201-467-4673, and you can speak to the beautiful Netousha Monroe. Hey, now your name is Netousha Monroe, but I also see Netousha Monroe Harris. You married?
You gonna put my government?
Well, look, it's all over Facebook, right?
Yeah, that's my last name.
So who's Monroe? You better not say an ex-boyfriend. You just stole his name or something crazy.
No, me. That's me. Netousha Monroe.
All right, but that's all one name?
Netousha Monroe Harris.
Okay, like I thought you was married. That's what I'm saying.
No.
What about children?
No.
Do you want any?
Yeah, but you need a father for the kids. You know what I'm saying? I need a father first.
Well, I'm glad you said that because by today's standards, there's a lot of women who believe you don't need a father and they want to raise the kids by themselves. How you feel about that?
Look, man, if it came down to it and I had to raise my children, you know, hypothetically, if I had kids and I had to raise them alone, so be it. But I'm not gonna get into that situation knowing that way. You don't purposely have a kid by a dude that you know isn't gonna take care of the child. That makes no sense.
You don't do that. You know how many women out there come on, you know how many women they go with losers. They know the guy doesn't work. They know when he do work, he only come there, 3 days out the week? Then he's smoking that crazy stuff that make you cut off your privacy and jump out the window, you know?
Yeah.
But you want to have a baby by him.
Nah. I mean, honestly, it's like I'm at a point where I'm so busy. My life is so full with amazing things. I don't have time for nonsense. You're either adding to it or you're not a part of it.
Are you dating?
I date. I'm single. Yeah, I date.
Okay. What is this something that you like in men?
Intelligence, respect, ambition, hard work. I got some other qualities I like too, but
say them. You can say them in a PG way. Let's go. Let's hear them.
What? I'm not gonna commit to nobody that I don't enjoy alone. Put it like that.
Okay, very classy way of saying it. Is looks a big thing to you?
Yeah, I gotta be attracted. Otherwise, why?
You like big muscular diesel
No.
Cotton D muscles out of their ears type guys?
That tells me they spending too much time on their looks. I don't even spend that much time on my looks.
How long does it take you? 2 hours?
It can, or it could take 15 minutes. Honestly, whatever time I have, I'm taking. I'm a woman. I will take all day if you let me.
All right, no doubt. Now look, I was looking at your wrist and you were sporting the ER bracelet. Would you like to talk about your day? What's going on with that?
Show
it to the camera. It's okay. Show.
Show?
Yeah.
Where's the camera? I can't even see right now.
He's zooming in.
All right. Yeah. I have had a little issue with my eye. Blame it on makeup. I don't know. But I went to the ER earlier for it. They checked me out. And shout outs to them. Got me a little medicine. I'll be back there tomorrow so that we get it taken care of.
Right.
It could be worse. I believe that it can always be worse. So I'm still grateful.
So the makeup got in your eye?
I think so. I wear contacts, and we're performing a lot. I definitely just fell asleep one night. I'm pretty sure it was makeup.
Is it true that you got to go heavy with the makeup because of the lights there getting so hot?
Yes. You see me now, I don't really rock with makeup too often, but when I'm on stage, for sure.
And the same thing with Broadway. Like, I remember doing shows in school, Broadway shows, and the heat is intense from those lights.
Yo, they used to definitely cake me up. Like, I've definitely been dealing with that a long time.
Is it catching up with you on your skin wise? Do you see any changes because of that?
No, thank you, mommy. Thank you, daddy. I have good genes, apparently.
No doubt, yes you do.
Thank you.
All right, we're about to go for our first break. All right, y'all, we're about to pause for the cause for internet radio station identification. You're now tuned into the Hip Hop Junky radio show, www.15mofe.com. Welcome back to the Hip Hop Junky radio show, and I'm your most gracious host, Cool Tie Chicka Chi, with the beautiful Netousha Monroe. Welcome back.
Hey, what's up?
All right, you just released your new mixtape.
Yeah.
The Monroe Medium mixtape on 420. What was the significance of you doing that?
Well, Monroe Medium mixtape, ever since January, Def Soul and I have been presenting the Monroe Monday series, which every Monday we drop a new song or video. And if you listen to my music, there's a theme. There's a recurring theme, and it seemed appropriate to put it out on 420. Shout outs to Michael Medium, who DJ'd the project, and Come Up Radio, who put it out. But yeah.
Does Netousha Monroe like to smoke birdseed? We call it birdseed on the show. You like birdseed?
That sounds like some garb. Some birdseed.
Yeah, right. It do sound like some real cheap stuff, but yeah, birdseed.
I like loud. I like green things.
What does it do to you? Like you look like you lay back. Does it make you more laid back?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm always, I'm pretty much always laid back. Yeah, honestly, it's something I enjoy doing. It's something that I like to do to relax, to unwind a little bit. I like it.
Okay. With your father being a religious man, how does he feel about like some of your songs that might be sexual in nature, or even if you even talk about stuff like birdseed? How does Papa Dukes feel about that?
You know what? He supports my art. He knows that I'm doing what I love and what I'm supposed to be doing. And I mean, honestly, my parents have the opinion that I could be doing a lot worse. So they're all right, and I'm real with them.
Right. How do you feel about the legalization of marijuana in where's that? Colorado? Is legal at right, Lachi?
It should be. It really should be legal, but you know, it's a very profitable thing for the system. So I can see why they're trying not to legalize it. You got a lot of people locked up for stupid stuff like that.
Well, in Colorado, I heard that it wasn't just for medical purposes, that you could just buy it just to get your smoke on. Is that true?
I haven't been. So I've heard that, yes, but I don't know.
Have you heard that the tourism industry is booming out in Colorado now?
I bet. I never wanted to go, but I might want to go now.
Exactly. Where are some of the places that you performed besides, the tri-state?
Boston. I'm a part of a band as well called Blue Gold. So we rocked out in Boston a few times.
Name the members of Blue Gold.
Jay the S, he is our MC. Mike Barron, he's our guitarist. Franco Anthony is our drummer. Myself, I sing, and Blaze P plays bass with us when he's able to. He's also in Boston, so he's a busy man. But
is there going to be a U.S. tour going on anytime soon?
Potentially, we're talking, about some things right now, but nothing's definite. So I don't really like to announce until it's for sure.
Right. Now, since you don't want the major deal, well, you said if it come along and the money's right, but I'm assuming right now you're going to stick to the indie.
Yeah.
Right? Do you have like a major plan going on how you want to do this?
Always. Yeah, I got a plan.
You don't have to divulge that. A lot of people, borrow ideas. Next thing you know, they send this, but I want to go back to the title of your project, the Monroe Medium Mixtape.
Yeah.
I've never heard of a R&B artist doing a mixtape. I never heard of it. Is all your music is original on there?
Wait. I wrote the songs on this mixtape. However, a couple of them are on different tracks. Like one of the favorites off of it is the Super Bad Dilla mix. Like you guys played Super Bad earlier actually. But you played the version that's going to be on Dear Johnny in the summertime. Now, this one I decided, it was Dilla month, February, and he's one of my favorite producers, so for fun, I put that joint over his track, and people responded really well to it, so we put it on the mixtape.
What is a Netousha Monroe recording session like? It's
hazy.
Yeah. And look, and you know what? See y'all rappers out there, she the only one who went there. They be like, oh, well, it's hard work. No, she went there, said it's hazy. That's what I want to know.
It don't mean, no, we work.
No, well, I'm just saying, we talk about the atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
There is a cloud in the sky.
Usually. And we have a lot of, I like to start off, shout outs to Def Soul, first of all, because I'm open to working with other people, and I do at times, but he's my partner. He's who I work with most of the time, and we always start off with just conversation. We start off with chilling. Like, we get into it, relax, discuss life, what's going on, because that can bring us song ideas.
Does anybody pop any pills before? Because, pills is a big phenomenon.
No? No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I don't trust nothing that man made. I'm sorry. No.
Well, look, a lot of these designer weeds, designer herbs. I mean, I hear that they're not natural. I remember one time in the hood, they were spraying weed down with roach spray with Raid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, real talk.
Wow. I hope I haven't been having that. I don't think I have.
I don't know. I don't want to put out any names, but of this stuff. But I mean, I heard some crazy stuff, and people be running around for like 40 days, 40 nights without sleeping. I heard it all.
Nah, I haven't had that. Then I'm good.
having conversations with trees, y'all talking to trees, having arguments.
No, and they pay for that. They paid for that.
Yeah.
No, nah.
And definitely, one of the big issues here in Jersey City is that they like to take their cigarette and dip it. Yeah, to bomb a flu. Like, I don't know what that's about. All I know is it's a horrible smell. You break out like in 5 minutes flat, like you ran a 30-mile marathon.
Oh my
You be smoking this, the sweat just coming down.
Ah, man, I just stick to my greenery, and I like Hennessy.
Yeah.
Whiskey. I mean, other than that,
whiskey. You can handle whiskey?
I can't handle clear. I can't stand clear liquor.
Right.
Is that racist? No white liquor. Sorry.
Wow, that's crazy. So look, what are your plans with this mixtape? How are you gonna market it and stuff? What level you actually want to take this mixtape to? And do they have to pay for this? Or this was something that you just released?
This is free. This is something that should be enjoyed because it's my third. It's free. After this, we have Dear Johnny coming. It will not be free, but it won't. It'll definitely be well worth the money.
Why did you decide to make this a free project?
I wanted to give people another chance to hear what I do and to hear the progression before we put out what we have under our belt, and to increase the audience because, the feedback I've been getting is that it's dope. I don't ever hear like that it's bad music. So I feel like, all right, you know what? Let's promote by any means necessary because I have something special on the way.
Wow.
So, yeah, make it free. Make it easily accessible.
Right. Have you had any vocal training? Because, and the reason why I say this, like your voice sounds natural. Like people tell me all the time they can sing, and people like I get submissions all the time. There's not a day I don't get submissions, and some of the stuff is a little suspect. Yeah. So and you're natural. Yes. You got something that a lot of people, and I'm not just up there blowing sunshine up your butt. I'm telling you the truth.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you have a natural talent. And you really can sing. So, back to the question. Have you had any vocal coaching?
Honestly, I have recently. But, like, all my life, no. Growing up, I just used to sit and sing for hours and hours and hours. And I think that, like, I learned a lot that way by teaching myself. But I did study with Jeremiah Abia, who is amazing. He's in Harlem for a couple months. And I will be seeing him very soon. I've been busy, but... yeah.
Why do the vocal training at this point of your career?
Because I want to be a master of my craft. So, I have to develop myself as much as possible. And training is important in anything you do.
Right. When is your next show?
Oh, Wednesday, April 30th. Actually, I have 2 shows. He looked at me like...
oh, no, 2 shows in one day?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Where are they going to be at?
Well... from 6 to 9, I'll be at the Corlett. 6 to 8, I'll be at the Corlett in Brooklyn off Nostrand Avenue. It's dope. Every Wednesday, they have spoken word, and they have neo-soul artists. And I'm one of their in-house artists, so I'm there every other Wednesday. So we're doing that. And then...
that means you get paid? All right, next question.
And then after that, I'm going to be at the Delancey with the Come Up Radio. It's called Return of the Cuff. There's a lot of dope artists, and we're going to be rocking that set, too.
Is there anyone in the business who you would like to work with? I'm talking about superstars like your Mary J's, Alicia Keys, and any of them.
Big Crit. Smoke Dizza. Females right now. Vicky Green. I'm enjoying her. And a lot of the people I really want to work with are dead, to be real.
Hey, well, they doing remixes and stuff. You can make it happen. You got to get your bread up to clear some of that stuff. But I'm saying,
I don't know if the time was right.
All right, look, we run out of time. I want you to give some quick shout outs, real quick.
All right. Shout outs to Michael Medium, to Def Soul, to the Come Up Radio for helping me make Monroe Medium mixtape what it is. I'm very excited about that. Shout outs to my friends, my family. Shout outs to you guys for having me and reaching out. This has been fun. But yeah, just much love to everybody. And
thank you. And you have been the first, I believe you've been the first singer in 15 and more feet. If I'm not mistaken, don't nobody shoot me. No? Okay, well, you're definitely the first singer for the Hip Hop Junky Radio Show. And thank you for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the beautiful Netousha Monroe. And if it's cool with the big man who chills high above the sky, I will see y'all another day, another way.